So welcome back to some more Pokemon Scarlet, the Indigo Disc, where last time we took down one quadrant of the terrarium, i.e. the Savannah biome, by taking down Crispin. And this time, I'm apparently getting stared down by a Scyther. That's kind of weird. Speaking of Scyther, I think it's in... oh god, where is it? I think it's this area. I think it's in... it's either in this area or... okay, no, it's not this area. That's a different thing. In this area here, I'm pretty sure you can go and find Cleavor. It's either there or here. It's on one of these mountain tops. Basically, if you find a place with a bunch of weird diamonds, that's where Cleavor can spawn. Cleavor is weird because he only spawns there, and otherwise you have to get it from Legends Arceus. It's very strange. I feel bad for doing more stuff off-screen, but I did some different things off-screen. First of all, I changed Charge Bolt a lot. I'm no longer keeping the Choice Band on him because honestly, or her I should say, because I don't like being locked into a move, and I didn't realize Double Shock fails if you're not an electric type. So, she is now holding the Punching Glove, and that is for new moves, Thunder Punch and Ice Punch. I want Charge Bolt to be more of a deal with whatever you can deal with, along with being able to paralyze immediately if you need it. I also changed Charge Bolt's ability. Charge Bolt's hidden ability is Iron Fist. The only way to get this is if you have an ability patch, which is... I don't remember where you get them. I know you can get them from, like, 6-star Terra raids and all that. I think it's up here. Let's see. Yes. Ability patch, yeah, okay. So yeah, ability patch is what you want to use on this if you're following along. You don't have to have this. I wanted the extra damage boost from punching moves, so otherwise just stick with whatever main abilities that Pawmot gets. You can also tell that I changed Kaiju up a little bit because Kaiju was just really limited. I didn't like how Kaiju was very limited, and while she did clutch the fight against Crispin, I needed to change her stuff. So, I bought a load of dice. You can buy that in Levincia in the Delibird presence there. For now we have Icicle Spear and Scale Shot. Scale Shot is in the Kitakami DLC. You can craft those whenever you wish. Icicle Spear, I believe we got that from Grusha. Or, no, that was not from Grusha. I think Icicle Spear is just something that Baxcalibur can learn. I kept Glaive Rush and Ice Fang just for backup, but I did think about giving her Dragon Dance and Earthquake, but Earthquake, you have to do a bunch of trainer fights in the desert area in Paldea for that, because it's locked by one of those guys that's like, hey, are you enjoying the fights? And then Dragon Dance, I don't think Kaiju is much of a setup Pokemon. It's there to... or Kaiju's there to just knock down something really quickly. The one that has the most amount of change is Preyas. Preyas is now holding the Choice Scarf. This, I wanted to make Preyas into a revenge kill Pokemon. We don't have any of those. And Preyas now has Wave Crash, Close Combat, Ice Spinner, and Aqua Step. Wave Crash, I believe, is a lot better because you're not dealing with crit chance, you're dealing with raw power, and also Aqua Cutter was just not cutting it, in my opinion. Close Combat instead of Brick Break, we seldom use Brick Break, and Close Combat I think is just a better move for raw damage. Ice Spinner is for coverage, and also to get rid of something that I'm actually going to be worrying about in this fight. That's coming up, I should say. And Aqua Step so that we can get more speed. But again, I want to make Preyas into a revenge killer. And one thing I want to check, give me a sec. Okay, I looked into this. So Preyas' ability is Torrent. That's what all starters usually have. They have their main ability of Torrent, Blaze, or Overgrow. I wanted to save an ability patch for Preyas in particular. Now, many of you may be saying that's really cheap and you shouldn't be really using items like that. However, you can get these from Terror Dens. I believe they can start dropping in... okay, you know what? Actually, I'm going to look this up real quick because I always forget. Okay, yes. It has a low chance to drop in 6-star Terra raids. This can be kind of tough, especially if you're following along, but I wanted to give Preyas its special ability, or well, its secret ability. Do you want to change Preyas' ability? It's now Moxie. Moxie is stupid in that Preyas can become a powerhouse. Because of Choice Scarf, you're already faster than most Pokemon. I already have a really good nature on Preyas, so Preyas is going to be doing a lot of damage. It'll outspeed most things, and Moxie increases attack each kill it gets. You can see how broken this can become with stuff like Wave Crash. Now, only bad thing is that I'm going to be locked into a move with the Choice Scarf, but I'm faster than everything, and I can hopefully just knock everything down before they even have a chance to do anything. That was the problem I had with Crispin. And now with Moxie, I should be able to just nuke everything if I so wish. An Ice Spinner is mostly a coverage move, but it also gets rid of stuff like spikes and etc., which we'll probably see in this fight coming up. Anyways, sorry to harp on even more stuff. I promised to not do that last episode, and I apologize. I wanted to show those differences because they were major differences, and we need stuff like this. We don't have a lot of options, and our team is not a very competitively viable team, I think, but I want to make them as good as possible for these next few fights because these get tough. Anyways, we're going to be taking on the second of the Elite Four here. Which, seriously, these guys are way stronger than the Elite Four in Paldea, just saying. Dear God. Then again, we're not having to do double battles over in Paldea. Duly received and noted. Our own Amarys. Oh God, it's the robot. Hi. As you see, I am present and ready for your trial. A change of location is required. Come. The decision to allow you to take on the League was irregular, an exception among exceptions. I was against it, as you know, but the Academy allowed it and their ruling is absolute. Therefore, I will carry out my duty as a member of the Elite Four as flawlessly as I always do. God, you're weird. The Elite Trial I devised starts right here. I call my challenge the Flying Time Trial. You will need to fly around the skies of the terrarium while riding a Pokémon. Reach the goal within the prescribed time and you will pass the trial. Fly through the Magnemite rings and extra time will be added to the countdown. I recommend you go through as many rings as possible as you fly toward the goal. Can you verify that you are ready and willing to take on my Flying Time Trial? Sure. Understood. I assume you have a Pokemon to ride on. Please bring it out of its ball. I don't think you want to meet this one, but okay, here we go. Meet my motorcycle lizard. Ah, good. With some effort, this Pokemon should be capable of flight. Your name is Agius, yes? This is for you to eat. I like that she calls him Agius because that's what he constantly says. Oh. Koraidon is brimming with power. What your Agius just consumed is a supplement that enhances a Pokemon's flight capabilities. I prepared it using the leaves of a mysterious plant that was found growing in the terrarium. Your Agius will be able to soar through the skies as it pleases, but only for the duration of the trial. Flight! Only in this thing, though. This is where I hate this. You can't change if it's inverted or not for flight controls. So remember, up is up, down is down, left and right is left and right. So it is not back to fly up. You have to go with the control stick on that. You have all you need to begin the challenge. I wish you luck. God, you're annoying to voice act. I don't like... Amarys is weird. She is definitely a freaking AI robot Terminator thing. I digress. We got some rings. We're playing Superman 64. Look how far technology has come. And here we go. Again, remember, flight controls are not inverted, so up is up and down is down. This is really easy. You just fly through the rings. That's all you do. And also, I have not seen this for Scarlet. Man, this looks goofy. At least in Miraidon's case, Miraidon has little, like, jet engines on his side, so it makes sense. This makes no sense. He's not even flapping his wings, man. Motorcycle lizard, you are so weird. And yes, I like to call Koraidon my motorcycle lizard because it is a motorcycle lizard. But anyways, this is a cool feature. But, yeah, we don't have access to flying yet. We'll see why later. But anyways, this is a really easy trial. Probably the easiest of the bunch. They don't make this too hard because, you know, kids have to be able to get through it. But we have reached the end. Goal! So much better than Crispin's. That was an impressive display of punctuality. I must admit it was satisfying to watch you fly. Congratulations, you have cleared my elite trial. Now a change of location is required once again. Come. You have earned the right to face me in battle. Do you wish to begin? Sure. Wait, actually, screw it, let's, well, no, I want to save before all that. I don't want to do that trial again. You refuse, very well, yes, I know. She just makes you do the trial again. I think, here's the tricky part. Well, he should be faster, actually, I don't know. Yeah, let's go with this. I think we'll be alright. Amarys, I take on your challenge. Go ahead with the battle. I am so worried about these, man. Violet, it was easy because I had a bunch of level 100s that were EV trained and everything. This is a lot tougher, so, I'm hoping I'm good enough a Pokemon to actually do these for you guys. There's one thing I wanted to ask you. It concerns Kieran. What is he to you? He's my pal. So, you consider him a friend. I see. I don't know what that is. For my part, Kieran is the younger brother of my dear friend Carmine. Something in him has changed. He is not his usual self. I find this deeply concerning. If possible, I want to be the one to help him. That being the case, I cannot afford to lose. God, you are so freaking... Can you act like a normal person, please? You're terrifying. But we have our second Elite Four member, Amarys. Leads off with a Skarmory in the trio. Skarmory has the ability Sturdy with the item's Rocky Helmet, with the moves Whirlwind, Body Press, Stealth Rock, and Dual Wing Beat. We're finishing this battle right on schedule. And she has a Alolan Doug trio, with the ability Tangling Hair, item Focus Sash, with the moves Earthquake, Iron Head, Sucker Punch, Stone Edge. I'm mostly worried about that Doug trio because that's going to be lowering our speed. So I think I'm going to try to knock that down first. I'm going to go with Heat Wave to try to knock both of them down. Please tell me you missed. Yeah, good shit, Amaterasu. Earth Power. Almost knocks down the Doug trio. An unfavorable type matchup. You caught me off guard. Now my glasses have fogged up. Yeah, they basically both have Sturdy at this point, so hopefully the Heat Wave will knock one down. I'm hoping it hits both of them, actually. Yeah! Perfect. I don't want to have physical contact with Skarmory because that Skarmory has a Rocky Helmet. There is a chance that Skarmory does Whirlwind, and if that does happen, that might be a little complicated. Stealth Rock. Okay, I do have a plan with that Stealth Rock, and that relies on Preyas if we need to switch in. Empoleon. Thought this would come out later. Ability Torrent. Item Mystic Water has the moves Flash Cannon, Grass Knot, Ice Beam, Hydro Pump. This thing could be deadly. It is weak to ground. I don't... Yeah, it's... Well, it is weak to both, I think. Actually, no. I could put it to sleep. I'm going to try to put it to sleep. There's a chance it Ice Beams Squilliam, and that's bad. It might also just go for Amaterasu with Hydro Pump. So I'm going to do Spore. I'm going to see if I can put that thing to sleep. I'm going to go for a Heat Wave, try to knock both down. Let's see what happens. Heat Wave. Got the first hit, and Skarmory's down. Alright, don't need to worry about Skarmory. That's good. That means Apollyon only can knock down one of them. And Hydro Pump, he chose Amaterasu. Alright, that's perfectly fine. Actually, that's very much preferred because I can send out something pretty cool. Depending on what she sends out first, I think it's going to make me go first, though. So, Empoleon's a sweep. That's good. She has 2 possible Pokemon she could send out. I can't really use Preyas for this because... Yeah, okay. I could send out Kaiju, but that's going to screw me too. Okay. There's one Pokemon I'm not worried about at all. The other one I am, and it's kind of actually bad that Materasu's down because that Pokemon would have been perfect to knock down, but let's go with Preyas, and I'll see what happens here. Empoleon is a sweep, so I don't have to worry about Empoleon for a little bit. Scizor. Okay, that is what I was worried about. I think here's the plan. Scizor doesn't really have anything on me. Scizor, oh, I forgot to give its bio, has the ability Technician with the Oka Berry, has the moves Trailblaze, Bullet Punch, Pounce, and Aerial Ace. So, this thing can be kind of deadly against Preyas. Honestly, also, yeah, I can't use Poison here. I could try to put that Scizor to Sweep too, but that's going a bit overkill. I think I'm just going to do some damage on the Empoleon, and then I could get rid of the Stealth Rock. Here's the bad thing. If I start doing close combat, I'm locked into it. I don't want to Oko the Scizor immediately. I could just start spamming Wave Crashes. I only have 5 PP for this, so I think the better decision might be just to close combat everything and hope for the best. So, let's go... Scizor, yeah, it has Technician. So let's do that. Close combat. Okay. Defense fall. Speed defense, or special defense fall. Earth power. Empoleon probably will live that. Yes, it will. Okay, you went for Squilliam. Okay. Interesting move. So you aim for the grass type first. And Empoleon's still sweep. So at least I can predict what comes next, because I know what will come next after that Empoleon. Which means I'm sending out Tsukiyomi. Now, Tsukiyomi might be stupid, because, you know, I am weak to steel with Tsukiyomi. But I can easily take down that Empoleon. I will go first. And I can also get my health back from Drain Punch, so let's do that on Empoleon, and then, yeah, I'm locked into close combat, so I don't have a choice. I have to go for Scizor. At least Preyas goes first. Preyas is pretty much going to go first every time now. Now, the only bad part. So bad luck can play a role in battles. That is good to know. Thank you. The only bad thing is that she will send out her ace next turn by doing that. And her ace is terrifying. But we do have Moxie ready. So I'm hoping I could just Oko whatever comes. I'm hoping I could just Oko her ace, to be honest with you. That would be the best case scenario. So Empoleon's down. Didn't even have to worry about that thing. And we get some health back for Tsukiyomi after the Stealth Rock. I had fully planned to use the, that move for Preyas to get rid of that, but no, we're good. Reuniclus and Metagross. Oh, Metagross, you are terrifying. Reuniclus has the ability Magic Guard with the item Leftovers. Has the moves Trick Room, Psychic, Protect, and Energy Ball. Metagross, level freaking 80, because dear God, has the ability Clear Body. Don't even try to lower its stats. Has the item Expert Belt. Has the moves Hard Press, Brick Break, Ice Punch, Zen Headbutt. This thing's going to Terrastallize into a Steel type. So, also, this Reuniclus is really not a problem. All this thing does is try to spam Trick Room to screw up the timings of everything. I'm hoping that if I can knock that down first, or if I can go for Metagross before it Terrastallizes, that I don't even have to worry about it, and we could just pummel the Reuniclus. That's what I'm hoping for. Close combat, Metagross. Time is short. Let's wrap this battle up. Metagross can easily sweep your team. It is a pseudo-legendary, and it is one of the most powerful ones. Because for some reason, Hoenn has way too many pseudo-legendaries. Like, seriously. Metagross, Flygon, Salamence. Are you kidding me? Especially Salamence, dear God. There's the Steel type. Close Combat, that should OHKO. Yeah, perfect. With the Moxie, too. Okay. Got past the hard bits. Kind of just cheesed the Metagross, but that's what I'm saying. I wanted Preyas to be a clean sweeper. So, that worked out beautifully in my end. Moxie keeps going. And False Surrender. Only does half to the Reuniclus. Now that Reuniclus is definitely going to do Trick Room, but again, there's really not much this thing can do. Yeah, it really likes to spam this, so I'm not too worried about it. And heals itself with the leftovers. As I said, it's there to support that Metagross, but again, I'm not worried about it. No matter what, we win this. Close Combat, go down. And Preyas might go down from the Psychic, but yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Preyas did a really freaking good job against that, so I'm not too worried about that. False Surrender. See you later, Stinky. And you weird robot people. There we go. A lot easier than Crispin, dear God. It's word over nothing, but I updated my moves, so they're a lot better now. I am not enough, I see. You have to have a weird, like, punctuation error. She's like an AI, so she doesn't understand grammar. The strength of one's Pokemon reflects the strength of one's beliefs. You desire to help Kieran is evident greater than my own. You got that you got that right. You care plenty. You are truly a kind person. Alright then. Time for a photo. We must ensure that your victory here is properly commemorated. That's just weird. You were designed to do that, weren't you? Well, at least you're not Poppy. I will give you this TM too. It contains a favorite move of mine. Hard Press. Target is crushed with an arm, claw, or the like to inflict damage, HP, or more HP the target has left, the greater the move's power. Good for Steel types. It is up to you to help Kieran. I entrust my wish to you. Time for me to go. So long. I must have maintenance. You can't convince me that she's not a freaking robot, dude. Like, she's weird. She is so weird. Why is it raining now? Also, champ in the making, nice reference. So that's 2 Elite Four members down already, huh? You sure are crushing it. Amarys sure leaves an impression, huh? It's wild seeing her and Carmine talk. You'd never guess it, but they click in a weird way. It's pretty funny to watch. The thing about Amarys is, as rigid as she looks, she's got a sensitive streak a mile wide. Remember that about her, okay? Even if it's hard to tell from the outside. Oh, hey, Kieran. Seems like things are going well within the BB League. Right? What's up, mighty champion? Scoping out the competition? I was getting worried. It'd be so disappointing if Nyman had gotten weaker. But you seem as strong as ever, thankfully. Nyman, go all the way. Don't go losing. Not like I plan on it. I can't show you how strong I've gotten if you don't even make it to me. Someone's good and riled up. Anyway, you got places to be, right? I better not keep you. See ya. Good luck with the remaining Elite, too. What is with the quick rain? Man, weather... You guys gotta fix your weather system. This is a terrarium, after all. I can make that joke. And you didn't heal my Pokemon. What is with these Elite Four members and not healing my Pokemon? I mean, I get it. There's a frigging healing station right down here, but still, it's friggin' annoying. Anyway, random Iron Defense. Did not know that was even there. Let's heal. Also, she's got a friggin' palace on over here. Crispin just had a little dome, but yeah, Mars has a whole ass station here. That's weird. Oh, hi, Matang. So, that's 2 down and 2 to go. Dear God, and man, I forget how pretty this game looks. Like, now granted, yeah, it's not the prettiest Switch game out there, but you gotta admit, for how big this game is, it's pretty fascinating. Also, my camera is delayed. Okay, that's a bad example. I wanted to mention this over here, too. This little land over here. If we do something like this, yeah. For Black and White 2 players, you might recognize the layout of this area. This is straight up just the nature preserve from Black and White 2. If you don't know what that is, that's where you would find the shiny Haxorus if you got all the Pokemon in the Unova Dex in that game. You have the little river here. There's the little path that leads to the Haxorus. I'm pretty sure there's also a Haxorus on this little piece of land too, which is funny. So, there is that. Anyways, that's where I'm going to end things off for this time. So, next time on Pokemon Scarlet, the Indigo Disc, I think we'll be heading on over to the northeast to fight the fairy one. I think she's going to be the hardest of the bunch because we don't really have a way to deal with that, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.